the question in the first place, is there really CBC in our classrooms? I can tell you professionally and from the background where I am that there has never been CBC in the classroom. There's been deception, because when you talk of CBC, this is a high-order learning system requiring intensive investment of resources, reduction of class sizes to less than 20, and presence of 3 competent teachers in every teaching learning lesson to give assessments. So if we get down to the true definition of CBC, that has been practiced by countries like Finland and Singapore, what we are seeing in Kenya is not CBC. This is a fraudulent curriculum. And Ben, Sami, you know, I raised very fundamental issues through carefully done research studies about this curriculum being brought to Kenya to succeed a deeply entrenched, strong knowledge education system that has been here with us for quite a long time. You cannot bring an inferior education system to replace a strong education system. You need a more enhanced and a strong education system to succeed an existing one. So what we are seeing here is not, it's not about Kenya Kwanza. It's not about UDA. It's about the mood of Kenyans, about the fraudulent education system that is not gaining any traction or any momentum. And therefore,
just help us with the facts, Honorable Sossion, because when you say it's fraudulent, it is not...
no, I'm saying fraudulent, the manner in which
being implemented.
You live in Kenya. This is an education system that has been forced down the throats of Kenyans. And remember, 2019, April, when teachers questioned the quality of training of teachers. Because when you're introducing a curriculum like CBC, you must benchmark with a country that is practicing CBC. And that forms the basis of teacher training.
That's what I'm asking. Help us, because you know,
so fundamentally,
how do they do it that we are not?
First of all, you must train teachers. And I can tell you 100%, no teacher in Kenya has been trained to have the capacity, the ability to interpret the CBC designs and teach the CBC design. Let me give you, for example, Finland, because CBC is a new education system that originated from US that was focusing on children of rich families, and a country like Finland has picked it up very well. For a teacher to deliver teaching in Finland, you must be trained up to minimum master's level. And you must conduct classroom observation for 6 months before you are allowed to begin teaching. This is a high-order teaching to be delivered. It's resource-intensive, which I don't think this country is ready to do so. And what has been done in Kenya is not delivery of CBC. Even teachers are not trained at all. No teacher is competent enough to deliver CBC the way it is supposed to be delivered. Nobody, even Magoa, is not telling us which country they're benchmarking with and they're working with to be able to deliver this curriculum. And those are the bottlenecks. And
knowing that majority of our teachers are not educated to the level of masters, so what do we do?
Then it means we cannot deliver it. South Africa tried it. And at some point, teachers were very honest that we cannot deliver the system. And they boycotted it and reverted to the outcome-based curriculum teaching. And South Africa now has abandoned the CBC and gone back to deliver what they know best. CBC, from my global experience, how it was introduced to third world countries, because it has more to do with edu business, is that the uptake by third world countries has to progress in terms of CBC to trigger several aspects of business. If you look at it, it is going to exacerbate inequality. And particularly the targets will be public schools. Public schools will never deliver CBC. Look at our classrooms in our public schools. We have not reconfigured, because there are 2 things you must do to be able to deliver CBC. To invest in teacher training and deployment to the extent that the teacher-pupil ratio should be able to deliver CBC. So that in this situation,
I'll give another
we should be having about 900,000 teachers on the payroll of TSC. and invest in infrastructure so that you expand the number of classrooms,
all right,
then you reduce the class sizes in our public schools to not more than 20 learners in every learning lesson. That has not been done. You go to Olympics Primary School here in Kibra and go around the country, the public schools, you will discover that we have got the largest classrooms, over 70, 80 learners per lesson, with one training teacher who cannot offer the necessary assessments at the end of the lesson, and therefore it is not being implemented. And
all right.